Hey, it's Dr. Shantae, and as much as I love to travel, I am not a fan of long flights. And so on today's video, I'm going to be sharing my toolkit for how I survive long flights. Keep watching. So thanks so much for stopping by my channel. I hope that you like this video, and if you do, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe and turn on the post notifications so that you'll know every time I post a new video. And most importantly, please leave your comments below because I would love to hear how you survive long flights. So surviving a long flight is all about the carry-on. And even though I know there's a ton of videos out there about what to pack in your carry-on, no two people travel alike. So I'm going to be sharing everything that I use to survive a long flight, and I'll be sure to put all of my links below so that you can access them as well. Anytime I share these things on social media or on my podcast, people are super grateful, and I hope that you find value in it too. So number one, I never travel without one of these guys. I know it looks like a blanket, but it's actually a scarf. And that's because planes are cold. I cannot be cold for any period of time, let alone a super long flight. And so I always grab a scarf that kind of doubles as an extra layer of warmth for me on the plane. The next key thing for me on a long flight is compression, compression, compression. And so I almost always wear compression pants. I love these ones from Old Navy because when you are sitting for long periods of time, your legs can swell, clotting can occur. And so compression pants and a pair of compression socks keeps everything moving and circulating so you don't experience any sort of swelling, pain, and discomfort from sitting all that time. Next is the emergency outfit. I always have a very thin pair of leggings so it can fit easily into my carry-on, as well as a long sleeve t-shirt, because you never know, the plane might get grounded, you might be stuck on the tarmac for hours and hours. And so in the event that you need a change of clothes, I always have one ready that doesn't take up a whole lot of room in my bag for a carry-on. And maybe too much information, but for long flights, I always wear a bralette and not a bra. And the reason is because bras have a tendency to dig into the side of your body. And you know how that is. Like when you get home, you snatch that thing off because it's uncomfortable. So bralettes provide support for the girls without that uncomfort and discomfort of all of those mechanisms that make bras uncomfortable. So most important for me is snacks, snacks, snacks. First of all, you know that plain food can be really expensive and it doesn't always taste that good. But for me especially, I have adopted a keto lifestyle, and so I really can't do a lot of carbs and sugar. And so making sure that I have things like nuts or cheese snacks is like vital for me because it allows me to get protein plus fiber without all the carbs and sugar. Next up is my travel rest sleep pillow. So it's all flat and deflated now, but basically 4 breaths and this thing will blow up completely. And what I love about it is that it attaches to either side of the seat. And so basically when you are ready to go to sleep, you have a pillow on either side that won't leave that nasty crick in your neck. So travel rest pillow is definitely a go-to for long flights. I wouldn't say that I have a beauty routine per se because I tend to wear very little makeup. Even the videos that you see me with makeup, I probably had a special occasion that day and decided to do a video. But for a plane, when you've been sitting for a long time and you're feeling kind of ick and you want to take a shower, but you can't, I do have some key essentials that help me stay refreshed and fresh looking when I step off the plane instead of looking like I've been on a 20-hour flight. So one of those things is these Burt's Bees facial cleansing towelettes. So it just kind of wipes the palette clean, and I like them because they're for sensitive skin and they're very high quality. Another thing that I use is this little guy, and it's my silicone. You hear that buzzing? It's my silicone facial cleanser. So it gets all up in the nooks and crannies. It's a good way for me to exfoliate without having to have a brush, which can get wet and takes forever to dry. And it fits very neatly and compactly in my carry-on. Another thing that I love this thing. This is like the best invention ever. So this is the Sphynx device from Target. And so in the event that you need a quick shave somewhere, and that happens because you might be running out the door, you take a little spray of water, and then it allows you to lather up that spot that you need to touch up for shaving. And then there is a razor for you to shave, and it's all in one compact little place. So this is a godsend. I love this thing. And as far as facial, making sure I don't have any puffiness and things like that, I love these Bliss pads. So they are these individually wrapped pads, and you basically wipe your face with them and you go to sleep and you let the magic happen while you're sleeping. And when you wake up, it looks like you just had a facial. And last but not least, I tend to have issues with like under eye bag situations. And so this LA Girl concealer, so corrector for redness, and then this concealer just to kind of highlight some of those areas, works for me. Also, as a bonus, I would definitely recommend some lip balm because planes can be very dry and dehydrating. And so when your lips are getting dry, that is like the worst feeling ever. And so a little lip balm goes a long, long way. And where do I pack all this stuff? In this guy, my backpack. I know it looks like a Herschel backpack, but it's not. I got it off of Amazon for like half the price. It's a brand that looks like Herschel, but it's not quite Herschel, but I love it because it has a ton of compartments inside and out. It has a padded back in case I want to take my laptop. And this is probably one of the best carry-on investments I've ever made. And it fits neatly under your seat. And if you are flying Spirit, which I'm not a fan of Spirit, but if you are, it can also fit neatly underneath the Spirit airline as a personal item. So we'll put a link to this down below. And last but not least, lots and lots of Netflix / Amazon Prime / whatever, because you don't know what the entertainment options are going to be on the plane. And so you definitely want to make sure that you have your own entertainment, and you also want to make sure that you have a regular pair of headphones or earbuds. Even though I have AirPods, Bluetooth wireless connectivity may not be available on the plane, or if you want to watch something that the plane offers, chances are you're not going to be able to connect your AirPods to whatever the plane is offering. And so regular earbuds or earbuds to listen to whatever they are talking about is also a good backup. And that is it. So as much as I love to travel, don't love the flight. And if you guys have any tips, tricks, anything that you use to survive long flights, please drop them in those comments. If you found this video helpful to you, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to this channel because I would love to see you guys back. And make sure that if you haven't already, that you turn on those post notifications so that you know every single time I post a new video, and I will see you next time.